adoption, training, and then the respect that your software shows your employees. And this is something that I think is really coming to a head now, again, after COVID, where everybody was like in office. And so culture was surrounding maybe in-person events or coffee at the water cooler. Like
Right.
that was a lot of people's day. And then we all moved, off site. And that piece was gone. And all you were left with was whatever system you worked on all day. Like that was your interaction with your company. And we had a lot of feedback when we started doing research on UX UI, which was, it felt, especially for the critical people, customer service representatives, people that are really in systems all day long, they're dealing directly with insureds, and they're really the ones that are interacting the most, underwriting, claims management on the carrier side. But on the distribution side, it was a lot of that customer service, and they felt disrespected by what they were forced to do in these workflows. So and a lot of it goes towards, well, the senior, account executive did this on paper, right? And so therefore I'm forced to do it on paper because I have to work with this senior account executive. That's the only way they'll accept this information. They don't want to go into a new system. So there were these rigid sort of workflows, and the workflows were built around the software and where the software limitation was. Like the software can't do X,
Right.
therefore now I have a workaround to do it. And then you bring them in and you tell them, you finally convince them that insurance is cool and that it's going to be great and that you're a family. And then you pop them down and you make them do these like horrifyingly long, arduous data entry type positions. And they're like, yeah, no thanks. Like, I'll go somewhere else where I don't, like, that's not my job, because that self-worth it feels lower on the totem pole. And so, yeah, we what we did was kind of look at it like, how can software do things like, train a CSR to become an agent, right? To give them coverage, to teach them how coverage works so that they can, advance in their career. How do we get rid of unconscious bias, right? Like if we're talking about how we're measuring someone's work ethic, or how we're measuring the KPIs that are surrounding things like how much they did today, or what impact they had on customers. A lot of times we're looking at things like, how many phone calls did they answer? Does that really tell the story? You know what I'm saying about that? And are we promoting some people because they do this, look busy and they answer the phones a lot, but they're not really delivering the service level that we need? Like, how do we change the mindset and the KPIs that we're looking at so that we can get rid of that kind of bias? And that is going to be software. I mean, it's in 2023, 2030, like that's software. That's not manual process. So I think that's kind of one or two of the ways that we can look at how technology can assist that, outside of just how do we retain talent? How do we get talent? How do we hire HR? But then what are we asking people to do from 9 to 5?
Yeah.
And does that feel respectful? And is it something that they're going to want to do with their day? Hi, my name is Margeaux Giles. I am the CEO of IRYS, and this is the future of insurance.